There are two types of homes right now in the Greater Dayton area. Ones that are getting offers almost instantaneously, and those that are just collecting dust. And if you're on the wrong side of this, the reason probably has nothing to do with what you think it does. Hey guys, my name's David Moyer. I'm with Keller Williams Advisors Real Estate and also David Moyer Real Estate here in Dayton, Ohio. And I've been a real estate agent for over 21 years. And let me tell you right now, this market that we're experiencing is one of the most misunderstood markets I have ever seen in my entire career. Sellers think they know exactly why their home isn't moving. And buyers, well, they think they know exactly what they can get away with. And honestly, most of them are just plain wrong. So today I'm going to break down exactly what it takes, depending on which side of the transaction you're on. Which homes are flying off the market, which ones are sitting, and what you can do to actually take yours from sitting on the market to off the market quickly, and what you can do if your home is already stuck. Here are some stats to consider. Almost 18,000 homes went onto the market in the Miami Valley in 2025. That's up 4% from the year prior. And the median sale price, almost $260,000. And the average day on market right now is 53. This time last year, 41. So active inventory is still nearly at around 2,000 homes, but more homes means there's more days on market. Buyers are taking their time. It's a fundamental different market than what most sellers remember, and this is changing the game. Now, really quick before we get going here, if this is your first time joining, make sure you like and subscribe. I want to be your go-to agent, your go-to information, just your go-to Dayton guy here. So make sure you like and subscribe, share this video with somebody else who is struggling right now in this real estate market. Hopefully it's helpful to them, and we will make this happen for you in 2026. Now let's dive into it. Now, one of the biggest things that I see with homes that are stuck on the market right now is just frankly the condition. Homes that are showing deferred maintenance, such as outdated finishes, cosmetic problems that are being skipped, overlooked, or not negotiated on, buyers today are already stretched with higher rates. They don't have the appetite to take on a fixer-upper and spend another $20,000 or $30,000 right out of the gate. A few years ago, buyers in Dayton would walk into a rough house and say, well, we can work with this, right? And let me tell you, that mindset is just gone. With more homes available, they're just one click away to the next listing. There's also the overpricing trap. So around 43% of local sales are closing below original list price. Now, not a lot, but that tells you a lot about where sellers are starting versus where the market actually lands. So once a listing crosses that 30 to 45 days without an offer, it starts to carry baggage, becomes old news. Buyers assume something is wrong. The search portal ranks it lower. Zillow ranks it lower. Some agents stop showing it entirely. Not necessarily, but you do not get a second first impression. If you miss that window, you end up chasing the market down instead of leading it. So also there's the location, the layout friction. If you're on a busy road or you're backing up to a neighborhood that doesn't have any amenities, if you have a choppy layout or a floor plan that doesn't work, poor natural lighting, I mean, these are quiet deal killers that wouldn't have happened in 2021, but they are today. So condition, price, location, all three of these need to work. Right now in this market, if one fails, most buyers, they just move on. Now here's a really interesting thing that I don't think a lot of people take into consideration. That's the new construction factor if you're a seller. So if your home falls in the Greater Dayton area, let's say in the mid $300,000 to the high $400,000 range, right? And you're in a suburb like Beavercreek or Centerville or Springboro, and you have a competitor most sellers don't think about. It's the new construction competitor, brand new homes. Homes like Fisher Homes, Design Homes in some circumstances, Ryan Homes, MI Homes, and Drees, which is still in the area in certain parts. And they're all actively building in your backyard right now in communities all throughout the Miami Valley. So the builders also are dangling these low rate buy downs. Closing costs help. So they're upgrading their packages. They're offering full warranties to cover to get buyers into their doors. This package, other than a resale home, is something that a resale home can't match dollar for dollar. I've had this conversation with sellers before, and more times than I can count this year alone. They ask me what I'm worried about with their listing. And my honest answer is, listen, if your competition is not the house down the street, it's the brand new one that's a mile away with a warranty and a subsidized interest rate, right? Now, the flip side to your advantage is that builders don't have the amenities that you have. They don't have the mature lots, the mature landscaping, the fenced yard, an established neighborhood with sidewalks and character, a real community feel. So, buyers who want that stuff, they're not even looking at new construction. So we need to focus on those buyers and really bring them in. They're specifically hunting for what you already have, right? And that removes the builder from the equation completely, which is what we want to go after. So knowing which buyer you're actually talking to changes your entire pricing and your marketing strategy. And that's my job when I come in there to work with you to set up that strategy so that we can target that buyer that's going to be the best fit for your property. All right, I don't want to be all doom and gloom here, so I am going to say what is working in this market that we haven't really talked about just yet. So the formula for what's helping homes move in this market are homes that are priced accurately, presented well, and they're giving buyers zero reasons to hesitate and are still moving well, right? So it doesn't have to be complicated. They have to move in ready. An honest price from the get-go, a good location, and the bright spots. So the total value of homes sold across the region just last year topped $4.2 billion. That's up 6% from the prior year. So this market really has activity in it. Springboro itself averaged $550,000 in sale price in 25. Bellbrook and Sugar Creek Township, well, that averaged $455,000. Oakwood came in right around $443,000, if you can believe it. Centerville, Washington Township, there were about 1,000 closed sales last year, averaging $400,000. There's a strong demand in the right pockets, right? So this market, it's not broken. The right homes in the right condition at the right price are absolutely selling and selling fast. The question is whether yours fits that description. So, and here's the relocation kind of wild card. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, actually, we've talked about this before, it brings in nearly 30,000 military and civilian employees to the Greater Dayton area. And those families, they're moving in and out all year long. Relocation buyers also, they're pre-approved, they're motivated, and they're working on a deadline. They can't wait around for a seller to get realistic on their price. So I have built a big part of my business on a Wright-Patterson Air Force Base relocation buyers and sellers, as well as corporate relocation buyers and sellers. These are serious people with serious timeframes. And when your home checks the boxes, they move fast. They're not looking at those second and third showings. So if you're making sure that you are coming out of the gate right away, even pricing your home 5% above what your real estate agent is telling you or what the market is telling you because you say that you're open to negotiations could actually hurt you at the end of the day. I see it time and time again that the home that lists 5% higher than they should makes that reduction on day 45 or 60 and ends up selling for the same price they would have if they had priced it right from the get-go. Well, and the final question is, well, David, what do I do? First of all, you need to give me a call or send me an email. My information is here. Make sure you save it in your phone, save it somewhere where you can access it easily. But here are your actual fixes. The first thing is the presentation. Get the home to what I call move-in ready condition before you list the home. We talk about natural paint, updated fixtures, a deep clean, and a serious decluttering. Staged homes right now also, they're selling faster than almost any other home and closer to asking price. My team and myself, I've got great stagers. And if you're not looking to stage the home, I can virtually stage it for you. My goal is simple. A buyer walks in and immediately thinks, this owner takes pride in this place. This feeling translates directly to a stronger offer from the get-go and makes negotiations easier. Also, we've talked about it, price it correctly. Right now, the average home selling is 98.5%. So if you decide to get to the right price on day 45 versus day 1, and you've not made your adjustment in the first 2 weeks, you're actually playing catch up with the market after day 21. So I tell all of my sellers, on day 14 and 21, we're gonna reevaluate. A home that sits overpriced for 6 weeks, let's say, and then drops, almost always nets less than the home priced right from the start. I've seen it play out time and time and time again. So, and if a builder competition is your reality, lean hard into what they can't replicate. Mature landscaping, immediate occupancy, move-in ready, community character, a fenced yard, a real neighborhood. Talk to your agent, talk to me about whether offering closing cost assistance or even a rate buy down similar to what the builder's doing is something that makes sense for you. So, also at the end of the day, if the homes that sell and the homes that sit are not separated by luck, right? They're separated by strategy. It takes the right price, it takes the right presentation, and a clear understanding of who your buyer actually is. So if you're thinking about listing this spring, or if your home is already on the market and not moving the way you hoped, then we need to talk about it. I'll give you a straight, honest look at your situation, and we'll build a real plan together. My contact information is below, and if you want a free value estimate, you can just drop the information below and I'll reach out to you. You can also reach out to my LinkedIn information. There's all the information you can gather there, all the different ways you can contact me. You can get onto my calendar right away. So once again, my name is David Moyer with Keller Williams Advisors Real Estate. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, make sure you like and subscribe, because I update these things once a week and I'm guaranteed to give you some information next week that you're really going to use. So once again, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next week.